Welcome. So we're going to start in Tadasana today, which means we're standing. I think just all we will need is maybe a couple blocks. I always enjoy those for my practice at times. All right, so feet hips width distance apart. Make sure your toes aren't turning out or in. We want the second toes lined up, parallel. And then just to start, you can rock a little back and forth on the feet. Just become aware of where you are physically. And then to lengthen up through our side body, lift the shoulders up and roll them back. Notice how the front ribs might splay when you do that. So you can just guide the belly back in toward the spine or gently bring the sacrum down. That happens simultaneously there. Close the eyes. And just let the fingers dangle. They don't have to be really active at this time. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Unclench your teeth. And bring the breath down to your belly. Inhale. Belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. A few more rounds like that. Inhale, inflate the belly. Exhale, draw it in. And then on your own, inhale. Exhale. Set an intention for your practice. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space and draw that intention in with an inhale through your nose. Exhale softly out the mouth, sigh. Open the eyes, soft gaze. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold, hands can touch down to blocks or your mat. Let your head hang here. Shake your head no. Nod yes. Bend your knees as deeply as you need to so that your hands touch down to the mat. Step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward with your plank. Exhale, maybe knees come down, but slowly lower to the belly. Untuck the toes. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and roll the head of the arm bones up and back. Cobra. Remember, elbows can be a little wide here. That helps the heart pull or pour through, and then lift your belly button up a little bit. And come back down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Keep gentle pressure on the first finger. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And make your way forward, forward fold. Many steps or hops. Root down into the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Palms touch. Hands in front of the heart. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Walk hands forward. Inhale. Bend the knees, exhale, release the hands to the mat, step or hop plank. Inhale, shift forward, maybe knees come down, exhale to the belly. Untuck the toes, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, and then roll the head of the arm bones up and back. See if you're clenching in your glutes, that might bring some crunchiness to the low back. So try to release those and draw the belly button up to the spine and then come back down. And downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, make your way all the way forward, fold. Down into the feet to reach all the way up to the sky, palms touch, hands in front of the heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, release the hands to the mat, step back plank. Shift forward and come down to the belly. Cobra. The heart pour through, pick up the belly. And then come back down. Tuck toes, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, make your way. Fold. Root down. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky, palms touch. Hands in front of the heart, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, separate the hands, bend the knees, sit the hips back, chair. So your feet could be hips width distance or together. And then make sure your low back feels good here. So find that sweet spot between kind of tucking and sticking out the tail. Draw the belly to the spine, big breath in. Big breath out. Good, now bring the hands in front of the heart and shift your weight to your right foot, right leg. Lift your left knee. So find this one-legged Tadasana, both knees bent. You'll step back to a warrior 2. Reach the arms long. Front knee bends deeply. You want the chest to come forward here. Booty back, and then scooping the right sits bone underneath the right hip. Breathe. From here, transition to crescent lunge. So you'll lift your back heel. I'm going to step mine forward a bit because I have a really long warrior 2 stance. Bend the front knee. And then to get a deeper stretch in the front of your left hip, maybe bend the left knee a little bit. Think about dragging the left hip forward or left knee forward. Big active stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Good, bring both hands all the way down. Step back plank. Notice the difference there between the sides. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, belly. Untuck the toes, cobra. Elbows wide. Come back down to the belly. Tuck toes, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, make your way. Fold. Good, root down into the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Keep your hands separate, bend the knees, sit back, chair. Soften the shoulders, elbows can be nice and wide. Now shift the weight to the left side, left foot, left leg. Lift the right knee. You could bring your hands to the heart. And then slowly make your way back. Warrior 2. Arms reach long. Front heel lines up with back arch. Couple rounds of breath here. Okay, on your next inhale, sweep your right arm forward, lift your back heel, high lunge, Bend your front knee. You can take your gaze up. Now maybe bend the back knee and try to draw the knee forward. Big stretch on the front of your right hip. Bring both hands down to the mat. Step back, plank. Shift forward. Come down to the belly. Untuck the toes. Cobra. And then come back to the belly. Tuck toes, down dog. Okay, come forward to plank. We're gonna hold here. Remember, your knees can always come down. Gaze is down and forward. Draw the sacrum down to the heels. Pick the belly button up. Press down into the first fingers. Now from here, if you want, you'll come to an up dog. So we can shift forward a little bit, let the hips dip down. And then maybe untuck the toes here, press down through the tops of the feet. Thighs are lifted, knees are lifted, and then we make sure that the shoulders aren't coming forward. We want to keep those back, even if you need to take the hands a little further apart. Good. Now from here, tuck toes, downward facing dog, and then bring the knees down. Knees nice and wide, toes tuck. Child's pose. We're going to keep this one nice and active. So lifting the elbows. You could tent the finger pads, lift the palms. Knees wide, belly pours through the thighs. Catch your breath. And just turn inside. Good. From here, you're going to shift forward to tuck the toes and come back up, downward facing dog. Lift the heels on the inhale, bend the knees on the exhale, look forward, make your way to a seat. Don't get too excited. And come down to your sits bones. Hands can move behind the booty. Lift the hips, slide the sits bones back a little bit. Okay, you can walk your hands back from here and bring your feet as close as you can to your booty. Now from here, go ahead and press the pubic bone down between the thighs. This will open up the chest a little bit. And then bring the knees in toward the chest. Now we're going to reverse the pubic bone down, lift the pubic bone more up. This is going to help support your low back. And then maybe lift one leg and the other. Pubic bone faces up. Arms can reach out by the sides. Palms might face in or up. Take the shoulders back. And then maybe point the feet, like Barbie feet. Breathe, belly button draws to spine. Remember, you can be here, or here, or here, or here, or here. So the closest your legs can get, like this letter V shape, means your hips are really flexible and strong. I'm not quite there yet. Good, now bring the feet down. Take the hands or arms around the shin, let the head drop, stretch the low back. Okay, we're gonna swing the legs back and come into a Malasana Squat. So heels face in, toes face out, palms come together in front of the heart. Press the pubic bone down here, take the elbows, press them into the inner thighs or knees, press them back, squeeze the scapula together. Shift a little side to side. Okay, I'm going to offer crow or stay here. So you'll bring the hands down and the feet together as much as possible. And then you're going to want to try to bring the knees up as close as you can to the upper arms, kind of armpit area. You could start by reaching your arms forward. I like this variation. Let the head drop, take the knees nice and wide. And then from here, slide the left upper arm underneath the shin or the knee, and same for the right. Shift forward. Now hug the elbows in and make sure that your chest is still pouring through, scapula draws together. You can grip the mat with your finger pads, keep pressing down into the first finger. Squeeze the knees strong to the midline, take your gaze forward, and then maybe lift up one foot. Maybe the other. Lift the shins, pour the heart through, lift the belly to the spine, so much going on. Maybe try to straighten the arms, breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, come back down, Malasana Squat. Stretch the wrists and turn the fingertips down. Shake them out. Good. And then next thing, come to your down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the upper knee and then open the knee to the sky. Option here to bring the left elbow down and shift forward, shoulder over elbow. Lift the elbow back up, right leg extends straight, right foot comes down. Other side, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe the right elbow comes down. Open up the left hip, shift forward so the shoulder goes right over the elbow. Breathe. Good, lift the elbow, straighten your left leg and bring the foot down. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, make your way. Fold. Down into the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Palms touch, and then hands in front of the heart. Exhale. Okay, I'm going to step back to the middle of my mat a little bit. Try some standing balance. So shifting the weight to the left side, clench the left glutes, hands to hips, lift the right knee. So it's straight out from the hip. Take the right hand to the right shin or knee, flex the ankle, and then open the knee to the right. Take your arm out to the left on the left side, palm flips up. Option to now take the gaze over your left fingertips. So I look like this. And now take the knee back through center. Switch the hand, left hand forward. Right arm reaches back, twist. Option here to take the gaze back. Keep opening up the right side chest. Squeeze the right scapula toward the spine. And then take the right hand through center and release the foot down. Shake it out. Okay, switching sides. Right leg strong and straight. Hands to hips. Left knee lifts. Start with your left hand onto the shin or knee, and then open the knee to the left. Squeeze the glutes on the right. Right arm out to the side, gaze to the right. And then the knee comes back through center. Take your right hand, exchange it with the left, and then take your left arm back. Maybe take the gaze back. If you don't, ask yourself why you're not doing that. Open up your left side chest more. And then take your gaze back through center and release the foot down and shake it out. Good job. Okay, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold. Root the hands down, bend the knees, step back, plank. Good, down dog. Bring your right knee to the right wrist, pigeon. Open the right knee up, slide your left leg back. Keep the toes tucked on your back foot. Square the hips and the chest forward. Walk the right knee out a little bit. And then take the arms down or the hands. You can always bring your hands to a block or forehead to a block, or come all the way down. Keep your outer right hip lifted up. Left foot, toes stay tucked. Draw the belly button up to the waistline. 5 rounds of breath, breathe. Inhale. Stick out the tongue, lion. And slowly walk your hands back up. Lift your back knee, lift your front knee, and down dog. Notice the difference there between the sides. Left knee forward to the wrist on the left side. Scoot the right foot back, right leg, toes tucked. Open the knee to your left. And then from here, bring the forearms down, forehead down. Outer left hip shifts to the back of the mat. Long stretch through the torso. Belly button picks up a little bit to the spine, and then just stay here. Focus on your breath. Inhale. Stick out the tongue, exhale. Walk your hands back toward your belly. Sit onto the left hip and take your right leg, cross it in front of your left. From here, take the hands next to the hips, lift them up, slide your sits bones back, pubic bone faces forward. Okay, if you have the flexibility, you could do a few things here. Stay cross-legged. You're gonna walk your hands forward, keep the sits bones down. Another option is Gomukhasana, where you take the left knee forward, take the right knee on top, line them up, point the feet, press the knees down, sits bones down. Hinge at the hips, fold, or you take double pigeon, where the ankle or fire log pose is up on the knee stacks on top of the other foot, and then you fold. I'm going to take Gomukhasana. Just opening up the hips a little bit more. Sits bones heavy. If your sits bones are up off the mat, you need to come back up with the chest. A few rounds of breath. Relax the jaw, the forehead. Close the eyes. Good, walk the hands up. You're just gonna uncross the right. You could take both legs long. Do this with the knees. I definitely feel one side's longer. So now we're gonna cross the left foot in front of the right. And then you take your forward fold from here, or you slide the right foot next to the left hip, both feet pointed. And then fold, or you take fire log or double pigeon, stacking the shins. Several rounds of breath. Sits bones like lead. Inhale. Exhale. Good, come on up. Unwind the legs. Take the feet out nice and long. Shake them out. Okay, so now just scoot the booty forward, bend the knees, come down to the back and bring your knees in toward the chest. Take some circles there. In each direction. And then let's end it in inversion. So you could take legs straight up. If you have a wall next to you, legs up the wall. You could also shift back, take plow to shoulder stand. My back is not feeling that today. Just choose what you want, or if you wanted a headstand and didn't get it, you can take that. We'll be here for about 7 rounds of breath. Close the eyes. Wherever you're at, if you're in shoulder stand, you'll start to come down through plow. If you're in headstand, you'll slowly come out of it. And if legs are straight up, bend the knees, bring your feet down to the mat. Take your feet wide on the mat, knees face up. And then from here, shift the knees over to the right. Arms can be cactus or up above the head or out like a letter T. Take your gaze to the left. And bring the knees back up through center, adjust the booty over to the right, and then knees fall to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Knees come up through center. Just the hips. And then you might bring the knees in just for a little squeeze and make your way Shavasana. Arms out wide from the torso, legs nice and wide, feet fall to either side. Walk the shoulder blades together, close the eyes, relax your face, and drop in as quickly as you can to stillness. Come back to the present moment and deepen the breath. Bring some movement into fingers and toes. And pull one knee into the chest, followed by the other. You can roll to one side, gently press yourself up. And just come up to your seat. Eyes remain closed, maintain the energy of your Shavasana. Let the hands rest in your lap or palms turned up on the knees. And bring your intention back to mind. Palms come together in front of the heart, tuck the chin slightly. Inhale in the intention. Exhale, release at the mouth, sigh. The goal here being that you take your intention off your mat with you today, using this practice as a way to better your world outside or off of your mat. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.